Hello guys and girls, Jacky Wolf here, and today, well, this is not a gaming video, and I do have a couple of lore videos in the pipeline. I just gotta touch up the scripts on them a little bit and get some footage and art and, video edit, and probably about 40 to 45 hours left of work on just one of them. But that being said, I wanted to talk about the coronavirus, or the COVID-19, or the China virus. And no, it's not racist. It's called the China virus because it originates from Wuhan, China. It has nothing to do with their nationality. It has nothing to do with Asians in general, actually. And before somebody reads in the comments below, it is actually not uncommon for a virus to be named after a specific area in which it was founded. West Nile, Spanish flu, etc. The issue being that I have a concern with the way that we have been treating each other over this particular problem. Now, I am a person that has slightly damaged lungs and severe allergies. So I start getting a dry cough around this time of the year anyway. But it's to no avail that when I go out to go get groceries, which is when I caught most of this footage, if I even so much as just start a cough, which this time of the year I do a lot, you would be amazed at how many people hit the deck and expect like a nuclear bomb to go off. When I walk around stores and I see shelves empty and I see signs that say, one package of this per customer due to rationing, and I see extra security at grocery stores, it starts to get a little bit, how do you say, scary to be a normal everyday citizen. And that's not even my biggest complaint. My biggest complaint is the people yelling and screaming at each other on the internet. Well, you don't know. I know. No. Most of you people actually have no idea what's going on. A lot of you people are whipped up into a scare frenzy by the constant news cycle, which has to make viewerships, therefore constantly making things worse than they actually are. I'm not saying that the response to the coronavirus is good, but I'm saying that we're doing the best that we can given the circumstances and given the issues that are going on. I also do not like the fact that this virus has become politicized. And don't sit there and tell me it isn't when I have people on my Facebook and Twitter feeds both vying for a universal basic income, which, by the way, makes you a government-funded entity and means they can direct whatever you spend, and Medicare for all? Let's discount the fact that that particular program has caused a lot of strain on the medical or the healthcare side of the coin, as well as limiting how many doctors we can have, limiting medical school, limiting the cost, well, changing the cost of medical school, and skyrocketing the price of drugs. But hey, what do I know? I've only done a lot of research into this. The issues are, I see people complaining about guns. Gun stores are remaining open. Well, technically in a lot of states, that's considered a necessity due to the fact that rural areas like where I live in have a lot of wild animals that could rip you to shreds. In fact, within the last week, there was a cougar sighting in my area. Cougar, for some of you people, mountain lion. I forget the other names for it. It's a big cat. It has been known to attack human beings up to 6 foot tall. Not to mention bears. There's a reason for that. It has nothing to do with any kind of conspiracy or fear-mongering. Well, you don't need guns. And in some cases you do. The other ones I've seen are people complaining about alcohol stores being left open. Well, an interesting story about that is, in times of crisis, people need to learn to relax. I'm not saying that you should drink, but I'm saying that if a shot of tequila is going to calm you down, take that shot of tequila. Unless you have a medical issue or you're an alcoholic, of course. I don't want to propagate those issues. But I wanted to say that we really need to calm down. We really need to stop, take a breath. Because, quite honestly, it's getting ridiculous. I've been, at the moment, I am being laid off for about 2.5 weeks. Just because of all this BS. Just because people are freaking out. And apparently now the symptoms can be or can propagate anywhere from 2 to 21 days, which is far longer than most people, but we're also being told that the test kits that we are using only work if you start showing the symptoms. Meanwhile, a test kit that has recently got FDA approving can test and see if you have it in 5 minutes. I mean, guys, what I'm saying is you're not seeing everything. You're just seeing the anger and the outrage. And what you really should be doing is calming down and chilling. Taking some minute to calm down, talk to your family. Do things that you don't normally have time to do. I know it's stressful and I know it's a hard time. But getting angry and outraged about it just ain't helping nobody. If anything, it's making it a lot worse. And trust me, I want to be outraged about it. I'm actually very angry I'm not at work right now. I would rather be making money to support myself so I can get out of my current living situation so I have more time to possibly do stuff for YouTube, have more time to have friends and play games with people instead of, working and driving a fairly long distance, coming home, crashing, and repeating the cycle 5 to 7 days a week. And that was something I was working towards. That was going to be my 2021, change, was I was going to actually move out of my house in the middle of nowhere into a city. But things get changed, Things happen. You gotta roll with the punches. Now, as far as issues with finances and stuff, yeah, I know a lot of people are hurting. And I implore you to call the companies that have your mortgages and your rents and your utilities and stuff, because a lot of them are pulling together to help out COVID displaced people. I mean, I'm getting a little bit of help with the software I use for some of my extracurricular activities, as my job would say. But yeah, I mean, please, guys, just calm down, take a breath. And don't take every news source seriously, because some of it is out there just to misinform. And I'm to the point that it's just ridiculous. Anyways, I've been Jacky Wolf. I'll see you in the stars, guys. Love you.